Hi Aquarius, welcome to Love Yourself Tarot. My name is Maria. Let's get into your 2026 yearly reading. Okay, so this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And before we get started, feel free to follow me at Love Yourself Tarot on Instagram and TikTok. I will be doing more short form videos there throughout the year, one card pulls, things of that nature. I may even put them on the YouTube shorts on this channel. And look forward to other monthly videos. I might do them per month or energy videos per sign. We'll see what I'm up to. I may even explore some ASMR on this channel. So stay tuned. Feel free to subscribe. And if you enjoy this video, please like it and share it with another Aquarius. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So this is how the yearly reading is going to work, Aquarius. I'm going to pull 9 cards, and each row is going to represent the year. So the first row, first 3 cards will be the first 4 months of the year. Middle row will be the middle of the year, and then the last row will be the last 4 months of 2026 for you. And I'm also going to pull 1 card at the top, and that's going to be your overall energy for the year. And then the card at the bottom of the deck will be the energy that you don't see coming, kind of like the surprise energy that you can work with this year. And then I'm also going to pull a little angel card for you, a word that you can take with you as a theme for the year. Okay, Aquarius. Let's go ahead and get started. So settle in. When I do these readings, I like you to relax. So start taking a few deep breaths in, grab a cup of hot tea, get nice and relaxed. But start taking some deep breaths for me. And when you take the deep breath, I want you to breathe in love and light. And when you exhale, you can let go of something that is no longer serving you. I'm going to light some Palo Santo here. Let's see. Okay. That match wasn't having it. Let's see if this matches. Let's see. There we go. All right. So just keep taking those deep breaths. I want you to relax. There's a lot going on in the world right now. So taking a little time for self-care, taking this moment for yourself to kind of relax, breathe easy. I'm actually going to light one more match. All right, here we go. Palo Santo also helps cleanse the air a little bit, lets me tap in to your energy, to the Aquarius energy for the year. There we go. Like I said, breathing in that love and light, maybe taking the deepest breath you've taken yet today. Again, this is your time and your reading, and this is self-care, getting this message from the universe. Okay. All right, so take another deep breath in, Aquarius. Just let it all go, let it all go, let it all go. Just relax. All right. So now just keep taking those deep breaths, focusing on that breath. And now I'm going to tap into spirit here, Aquarius. Spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, spirit team. We're tapping in to get the overall energy in the beginning of the year of 2026 for the Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising energy. What they can expect, what the message is, what the guidance is, what they can work with here at the beginning of the year, and the overall energy as a theme. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Forward and backward through all time and space and dimensions. Anyone has a message here for Aquarius? Thank you. Okay, we have the beginning of the year. Nice. Okay, now the middle of the year. Oof, that flew out. Wow. All right, whoa. Got some major arcana energy coming in here. All right, middle of the year, please. Here for Aquarius. One more card for the middle of the year here for Aquarius. A little bit of resistance here, something to keep in mind. Okay. For the middle of the year. Here we go. All right. And then Aquarius, we have the end of the year. What's going on here? What's going on at the end of the year for Aquarius? What is the energy here? Wow. Some big energies here. Wow. All right, and one more card to end the year, and then the Bottom of the deck here for Aquarius. Thank you. All right. So we have our 9-card spread here. Ooh. So I'm just going to take a moment to look at all of the cards here, look at the spread all together and kind of see what I pick up on. And then we're going to break this down piece by piece, Aquarius. So just settle in. Ooh, we have a couple of 5s here, and in tarot, 5 represents transformation. That's the transformation card. That's the middle. Tarot in the suits works from ace to 10. So the 5 is right in the middle, and something is going to flip this year for you, which is really nice. And like I said, there's some big energies here. There's some major arcana energy, and it's really what I'm seeing, again, just from looking at it, a snapshot. This is you tapping back into your power this year, Aquarius. And we are, I don't know if you're aware, we're coming out of the year of the snake and we're entering the year of the horse. So, the snake had to shed its skin. And then the year of the horse kind of has this momentum forward. It's a 1 year. So we're going from a 9-year to a 1 year. And I think this is a new beginning for the collective. But for you, I'm seeing that you're tapping back into your power. There's a resurgence here. That's just what I get from looking at the overall reading. But let's look at your overall energy. So the 2 of Cups in reverse, love in reverse. So I don't always go to romantic love. It depends on the reading. It depends on what I'm picking up, what the context of the cards are, what I'm feeling in that moment, what the message is, what I'm channeling. But this to me, for some specific Aquariuses, and again, if it's not for you, we're going to move through and other things will resonate. But take what you like and, just leave the rest. But this might be for a specific Aquarius. But this is being hurt from romantic love. And again, you could also, for some Aquariuses, this is being hurt from love from a friendship. The point is that it's an intimate relationship, possibly romantic, a close friend, a family member. For those that it's a romantic relationship, this really, rocked you. This was the one, this was the romantic relationship that kicked your ass. And as an adult, maybe some of you have not yet experienced that. Maybe some people never will, and that's okay too, right? Everyone has different life experiences, but for those that have experienced that, maybe that one love that you thought was the one and it didn't work out, and it really like completely rocked your expectations of maybe what you want out of relationships, who you pursue, how you pursue them. That one really stings sometimes, and it takes a minute to get over it. So for those from the romantic side of things, I'm sending you love if you went through a recent breakup, or this is just something that has been kind of been a pain point for you. For some of you, you lost a best friend. Maybe you guys had a big fight and you haven't been talking. It's something like that. Someone that you love, there's been a distance. A family member you don't see eye to eye on, maybe especially in this day and age, maybe you don't see eye to eye politically and you're trying to figure out a middle ground, stuff like that, where someone close to you either hurt you or you hurt them. It can go both ways, but something happened here and it's really messed up. And again, for the romantic relationship, for those Aquariuses, it messed up your perception of what you want out of love. Again, some of you, it might be what you need out of a friendship. You may require more. Maybe you'll show up differently in the friendship or the romantic relationship, whatever it may be, or as a family member. But the point that I'm making here, Aquarius, the overall theme of the year is that you're recovering from this heartache. And this, although in the short term may be painful, in the long term, you were always meant to grow emotionally so you can show up in your relationships different. So even if you want to say, well, this person did X, Y, and Z, we all play a role, and if someone, even if they did hurt you, did you let it go on for too long. Again, no shame in the game, no blame, especially for anyone where there's like abuse in a relationship. That's a totally different story. I'm not talking about that. That's something different. It's not what I'm picking up on here, though. This is like, the relationship just didn't work out, or there was a fight, or you just couldn't see eye to eye on something. Maybe this will teach you how to show up differently, or, choose friends or a romantic partner in a different way to where they're more compatible with you. Maybe there's a reason why it didn't work out. So there's a lot of goodness here through the heartache. And Aquarius, this year I implore you to explore what it is that you learned from that relationship, and what it taught you, although painful, how you can grow from that. And like I said, be more aware of who you enter relationships with. Are they, really evaluate red flags up front, things like that. And also within yourself, right? Any baggage or anything that you brought to the relationship that you could have done differently. So this is very mature energy this year, Aquarius. This is like, oh shit, like not only am I going to look at their inventory, I'm going to look at my shit too. And that's a real growth point that I see for you in 2026, which is really beautiful, because once you kind of address that, I think once we address what we can do differently in our own side of the street, things get easier. Relationships get easier because you start picking people that are more like-minded. And so, it just, I think it makes life a little easier. So I think this is a very valuable lesson for you, Aquarius. And again, doesn't mean you did anything wrong, but again, just because you didn't do anything wrong, it doesn't have to be like, oh, you don't have to shame yourself. Just evaluating, oh, okay, I see this a little differently now that I'm like a little removed from the situation. It's like that. Okay, so the beginning of the year, Aquarius, we have the Seven of Wands, Valor, having stepped through the fire. You've learned something. Three of Cups in reverse. Your joy was taken away. What happened here, Aquarius? Jeez Louise, you really did have some heartbreak. And then we have the Priest. We have the Hierophant. So this heartbreak for you has closed you off. You feel like it's stolen your joy. You feel like, someone kicked you in the genitals. Like that's, I don't know why. I have a sick sense of humor. So again, that's just how I am as a reader. So work with me here. But yeah, like someone kicked you in the genitals and it hurt. Like it's like you, again, that's a physical thing, but it's the emotional version of that is what I'm saying. You've been hurt and you're like, how do I come out of this? And you've closed yourself off because who wants to get hurt, right? But again, there's like a wisdom that's coming from this, and the spiritual alignment from the Hierophant is saying, again, like aligning with people that are more your people, more like-minded, okay? And this year, I think you're going to find your herd. You're going to find your people. Maybe people that are more spiritually aligned. Maybe when you go on a first, second, third, fourth date, when you're putting yourself back out there, if it was a romantic partner, you're going to ask certain questions that you didn't ask partners before that you need to know in advance because it's important to you. Same with friendships. Maybe you won't get close with people or you're not like, your values aren't aligned. Things like that. You're going to have these harder conversations up front because you know who you are now. Having gone through this situation, at the beginning of the year, you're like, I know what I like and what I don't like now. And that's a good thing, Aquarius. That's a really beautiful energy. And for you to be more spiritually aligned with, like, I know what's important to me. That's good. So stick with that. So you'll have that realization in the beginning of the year. Okay. Then this is really interesting. So we have the Magician in reverse. So tarot starts with 0, the Fool, and then Magician is the one card. The Magician uses all the elements. Very powerful. Okay. It's in reverse. I'm going to get to this in a minute, but it has to be within context of the other cards. 5 of Cups, regret, sadness. Again, that shame thing is going to reemerge in the middle of the year, but work with me here. And then we have the Queen of Cups. I fucking love the Queen of Cups. This means that you are an emotional mama. You are getting in touch with your feelings. This is good for you. I know when we're crying through something or we're having a moment, it's like, it feels like it's never going to end. But I promise you, this is you having a deeper understanding of what happened is going to serve you in the future. I promise you. So don't, it doesn't mean you're going to be crying all the time, by the way. This isn't like the entire middle of the year of 2026 you're crying. That's not what I'm saying. But there's going to be this revelation that getting through this pain is what needs to be dealt with in this moment. And now with this Magician in reverse, like I said, they use all of the elements: air, water, earth, and fire. They use everything to their disposal to alchemize what they need out of life. It's in reverse. I have a feeling you don't want to accept your circumstances as they are. But things are not happening to you, they're happening for you, Aquarius. And I would argue that this energy, this situation is being brought to you to strengthen you. Because the Magician, once they learn to alchemize, it's like game over. It's like, okay, I get how to, even when things are going wrong, I understand how to kind of turn lemons into lemonade, that kind of thing. And you're learning that in real time in the middle of the year, how to turn lemons into lemonade. And that is a beautiful skill set, okay? And especially, like I said, these are hard times in the collective. So you got to get right within as a person, as an individual, in order to serve the community and serve others, okay? And that is the lesson that you're learning, Aquarius. This is like a spiritual growth. This is beautiful. This is like doubling down on I'm going to be the mature adult in the room and handle business. And if you handle that in your personal life, your career is going to reflect it, your family, your friends, your material wealth, everything is going to benefit from this kind of spiritual growth. Because you're going to be more aligned and you're going to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And that's good, Aquariuses. You have a different way of thinking. Aquariuses are very unconventional in that way. My grandmother was an Aquarius, and she just like had a very interesting way of looking at the world, and it was so beautiful, and she had a great sense of humor. And I love Aquariuses, and I think you guys are deep feelers. You got that air energy though, right? So unconventional thinking, you don't always fit in with everyone. You your people. It might take some time, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it instead of settling to be around people that don't get you. You are worthy of people getting you. You know what I mean? Okay. This is a pursuit worth having is what I'm saying. Now, the end of the year. Aquarius. Okay. I said 5. I said transformation. Things are going to flip at the end of the year. Oh boy. Buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go. King of Swords. Bitch, you can't tell this motherfucking nothing. This is king of the court, king of the castle. The sword is air. This is you, Aquarius. How you perceive and think and process things. Ah, look at that. Intuition. Bitch, you can't tell me nothing. You are going to follow your intuition. So my dad always says, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. Right? Don't even fucking try it. That's how you're going to enter the end of the year, Aquarius. Someone's going to try to pull the wool over your eyes, and you're like, nah, I see through it. I see through it because I've been through this heartache. I know how this works. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You're not going to be fooled a third time. Following your intuition is going to be so powerful at the end of the year, and you are going to bear fruit. Trust and believe, okay? This is beautiful. We have the Princess of Cups in reverse. Now, although you got your intuition back, you're feeling good, you're like, now you're stepping out from all this, addressing of the heartache. You're starting to get more spiritually, strong. But there's this, princesses are pages, that's earth energy. And the word that's used here is evolution. You're going to feel like, okay, I'm feeling good, but why are things moving so slow in the material world? Because it is what it is, but you're building towards something, Aquarius. So give it time, because we have the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse. Things are going to flip at the end of the year. Things are going to flip in your favor because of this intuition. It is not going to be what you expected. It's not going to happen in the time frame that you want it. Everything is going to be all fucked up in that regard of what you think is supposed to happen, because we're not thinking with our crown energy. Now we're going from our solar plexus, our intuition. Okay. You have to trust that everything is going to work out the way it needs to. Okay. Even if it's like, oh my God, this came in and now this is happening. This is all out of order. This is all out of whack. Good. Your life is getting a shake up here at the end of the year, and it's gonna rock you. The way that the grief rocked you in the beginning of the year, this is gonna rock you in a surprising, beautiful way. It's gonna be triumphant. At the bottom of the deck, the thing that you don't see coming is 5 of Pentacles, an adaptation. Do you see what I mean? Here's your other 5. Here is your transformation. You are going to adapt to new circumstances. But this time you didn't plan it. It's just going to come to you. Following your intuition, things are going to start coming to you. You're going to attract things like the magician that you are. Alchemizing. Like I said, you're finally going to step in through the King of Swords is saying, I got this. You're going to start alchemizing the life of your dreams, but it's going to require you to adapt to the situation. So like if a sign comes in from the universe, you're not going to poo-poo it and be like, well, that's not what I had in mind. Because again, Aquarius, you have like a way of thinking. It's like, oh, what is this sign? What is this little thing? Maybe I should pay attention to it. Let it guide you. Transformation is happening to you. Let it happen to you, okay? This is beautiful. I love this, Aquarius. And I'm sorry about this grief, this loss, this heartache. You know, this pain from this relationship. I get it. This stuff can take a while to figure out. It can linger in our bodies, but you need to address it because you got a lot of stuff to do here. There's a lot of energy that's brewing. And again, you want to start even creating a project, stuff like that with people that are more like-minded. It's going to serve you so well. I love this for you, Aquarius. Let's see what your angel card is, what your word of the year is. Let's check it out. Ooh, what did I say? What did I say? Man, am I good. I'm just going to say it. Okay. Awakening. I said you're going to have a spiritual awakening. You got awakening. This spiritual awakening this year is going to shift. It's going to shift everything. It's going to be so beautiful. You're going to be smart. You're going to move through the world a little wiser. And it's going to serve you so well, Aquarius. Thank you so much. I'm humbled and honored to have read for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. More tarot videos to come throughout the year. Short form ones, like I said, will be on my Instagram and TikTok at Love Yourself Tarot. Maybe on this channel as well. I may, like I said, play around with some ASMR videos. We'll see, but stay tuned. Thanks so much, Aquarius. Love and light.